Hey traders, thanks for tuning in. I wanted to go over a trade I recorded of John Deere and Company, ticker symbol DE, New York Stock Exchange, and go over my thoughts and my analysis on why I took this trade. So let's begin. DE the day before gapped down, then consolidated, then broke down from this bearish range, and the move was ended by this wide range bar on increasing volume, as you can see right here. So let's move up to the other charts and take a look. I was not particularly looking to go long at this point because definitely I don't want to be the first person in a move. I want the market to show me that there has been a slowing of momentum and then give me an opportunity or a signal that shows that there's bullish price action, and then I can take advantage of that with a low risk opportunity from there. But let's start with the 5-minute chart and go over some small things on why my long bias to go long changed and I eventually went short on this particular play. When prices break down in this area and we have this wide range bar that I just recently showed you on the 25-minute chart of DE, this area of supply and demand has a high probability that when prices move to this area, it will pull back, and if there is enough buyers in this area, we can double bottom or we can create a higher low in this area, and then that will give us a low risk opportunity to buy and then take prices to the next valid resistance area or supply and demand area above. Now, let's look at a few things that change the perspective of this trade. I was not looking to no longer go short because 75% of stocks move with the market. This is a chart right here to the left of the SSO. And this consolidation that was occurring on 0216 is occurring where prices made a lower low and then made a higher high. This is an area of significance. As you can see, at 1020 we had prices eventually bounce from this area with a huge dynamic bar showing money coming into the markets. At the same time, DE put in a bottoming tail, a signal bar right here at supply and demand with a possible opportunity to go long. Now, what caused the problem with this play is, one, the supply and demand area was too close for me to take this trade, so it didn't fit in the parameters of my particular plan. Now, the other key things that changed the perspective of this play, once the signal bar occurred, as you can see, prices were unable to move higher. Now, look at the 1045 bar in the market. Another dynamic bar occurred. So there's a lot of bullish bias currently in the market. Prices are moving up. However, DE is unable to move. As you can see, it is drifting lower. Now, at the 1045 mark, which is 1045 mark right here, as you can see, we still could not move higher. Now, if I'm in a trade after a signal bar, in my plan, after 3 bars, if prices don't move in the direction of the trade, something is wrong. And that makes me want to adjust my stop and reduce my exposure in the market, because this may be an opportunity that is no longer the same odds. Now, as you can see, once this 1045 bar is complete, it's completed in the area of supply and demand on the 25-minute chart here in the market. Now, an area of supply and demand does not necessarily mean that prices are going to just stop or prices cannot trade through this area. However, there's a high probability that there will be some type of reaction in this area where prices may pull back, prices may consolidate, prices could pull all the way back down to support at this area. However, the market can do whatever it chooses to do. However, we're going to go with whatever price action is showing us at the time. Now, as we get this red bar in the market which pull back to supply and demand, you can see here in DE starts to break down, it showed relative weakness. So now this is our entry point into the trade, and this is where we took the trade, and I'll show you the live video of the trade following my analysis. I just wanted to go over it and show you why I did it and why I took the trade. Here is my target area that I strive for in this particular trade. When we go back down to the 25-minute chart of DE right here, the reason why I use this as my target area, my first target area, is because this expansion bar or wide range bar on increasing volume that ended the move has now created the last area of support, and right here is the next relative area of resistance. So as you can see, when prices failed and came back down to this area, it immediately bounced off this area. This is my first target, and I had a stop in place, so if things didn't work right or didn't pivot and move lower, I would protect my profits. And as you can see, we have a new area of supply and demand created here, and that's where prices rallied to, and then there's essentially another pullback to the next relative area of support. Thanks for watching, and now for the live video. And remember, only you can find the discipline within.
Order filled. Order filled.
My target's achieved, so really what I'm doing is just trailing this thing out on the 1 minute chart bar by bar. Really, I think the party's over. We're hanging on here a little bit. The market's kind of pulling back. The market just got to support. We're back to the low of the day. Let me see what's going on here on the daily chart. Yikes, we are in a void. So this could get pretty ugly and climactic. So we're just gonna keep going bar by bar until this thing takes us out. Because we my it's acting kind of weird. TradeStation, I'm not sure why it's doing that, but TradeStation's acting pretty weird. But it's moving real slow. Here's the thing, we just got a static bar on a 1 minute chart, so that could be a sign that the party is almost over. But we'll just hang around, see what the market does. And just keep trailing it out, bar by bar. No reason to jump out yet. What I do is if my target's been achieved, I go down to a lower time frame and manage it bar by bar. I could, stay on a 5-minute chart and just guys out the trade. Not bad.